Hi, I'm Sharon. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where I'll lead you step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you if you go to my website. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets which you can download in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. You'll find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials. And you can also find out about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best be prepared for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time on exam day. So if you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do share out the videos. Please do subscribe to my channel also. And now we're going to continue with 2019 practice paper B, and we're going to move on to question 3 for now. So if you turn with me in your booklet to page 8, we'll make a start on this section. And so now for question 3, we're asked to rewrite this melody in bass clef. So we're changing from treble to bass, but we're asked to keep the pitch the same. And so the danger is that we'll end up jumping octaves. Now, very helpfully, they've given us the first bar. So they've done the hard thinking for us actually in this case, but it's worthwhile to always keep referring back to middle C. So middle C is at the bottom of the treble and the top of the bass. It's as if you've met the bottom of the treble, the top of the bass. Imagine meeting in the middle of a piano keyboard. And so here we have the D above middle C. And so here we have the D above middle C. So we've not jumped off into the wrong octaves. And now we can just work from that point. We can see we've gone up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 to the F above, C, D, E, F, down a step takes us to E. And so here we're going down another step. So I'm just going to do the note heads, just get the blobs in the right place at the moment. I'll worry about stems and things afterwards. Let's just deal with one thing at a time. And so actually we can sort of double triple check that because this is the same note as this. And so this should be the same place as this. And here it is. Now then we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, counting the note given, 1, 2 is the C, B, 3, 4 is the A. So there we are, C, B, A, middle C, B, A, that's correct. Back up to the note we just came from. So back we go. And then we're going to step up 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 takes us above the next ledger line. And actually we've had this one before also here. So we can check we're in the right place. Yes, we are. And so repeat that note. Down a step, which takes us to this note, that's correct. Down another step. We've been here before, that's correct. Back up a step. Now we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 is the line, 2, 3, line, 4, 5 is the line. There we go, and we were here before. Here we go, so we should be in the same place. Yes, we are. Just tidy that bit up. Next door note up. Now we were here before, I think, were we? Oh, no, not quite. So up a step. Now this needs a natural sign because we're cancelling the B flat of the key signature and we're on B, so that makes sense. Add a little dot there. Up a step next door. Now this is exactly middle C, which we're keeping as our reference point. So we're on middle C. Sharpen that. Up a step. And we've been here before, so we should be above the ledger line, and we are. So there we go, that's all the hard thinking done. Now we've just got to add the stems. So stems all going down because we're definitely way above that middle line, which is the deciding factor. There we go, that's that question completed. Let's move on to the next question. So now we're going to name the degrees of the scale. And we can do that in two ways, and I think it's worth looking at both ways just to make sure we're double checking every step of the way. We're in E flat major, so we're in treble clef, and so we're counting E as the first degree of the scale, and we just need to be careful that we definitely count that first degree of the scale. We're always counting E, or E flat of course, but your key signature deals with that, as note 1. So E, F, G is 1, 2, 3, that's the third. So just making sure you don't forget to count the tonic, the E flat, as number 1. However, you can double check that if we just step out the degrees of the scale. Of course it's E flat, A flats, B flats, E flats, A flats, but your key signature will deal with that, so I won't worry about those. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're the degrees of the scale. And here we're on a G, and we can see that G is the third. So that double checks that we've not missed a step. So here, this is an E flat. That's the first degree of the scale. Or you could say octave, so you could say first or eighth, or you could say octave. All of that means the same thing. It's the tonic, the first step of the scale. So let's press on. So if this one is the first, E, next door note F is the second, 1, 2, and we can see that that's correct. So second degree of the scale. Now then counting from the E here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the sixth. That's a C, and we can see that C is the sixth degree of the scale, so we know that we're correct. If this is the sixth, we've gone up next door, that's the seventh, but let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and D is the seventh, so that's correct. And then here we have an E, again, F-A-C-E, and that could be counted as an octave, an eighth, or a first. And if you want to count from this low E that we started from, to triple check it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're on an E. So octave, or eighth, or first degree of the scale. Which part of the scale is it? Let's press on. So from this low E, if we count up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a fifth. It's a B, every good boy. And that indeed is the fifth, so we know that we're correct. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the fourth. And FA is the fourth, and we can see that we're one step above the third that they gave us, so that's correct. And then actually this next one, 1, 2, 3, they have actually even given us this one here. We know that's the third, they've told us so, but E, F, G is the third of the scale, so we know that's correct. So no excuses there. Oh, and that's that bit completed. Let's move on to the next section. So now we're asked to give the letter name of the highest note in the melody. So let's look how high this melody goes. I would think that's the highest one. Yes, it is. And it's every good boy deserves a football. It's F in the treble clef, and the key signature B flat, E flat, A flat doesn't affect that note. So it's just a simple F. There we go. That's that question completed. Let's move on to the next question. So then, we're asked to write out some scales here. We're using semi-breves or whole notes, so we don't have to worry about stems, and we just need to write out the scales as told here. So we need to write out A minor. We're in bass clef. We need to be ascending, going up. No key signature, but we need to add any necessary accidentals, and we need to state which form of the minor scale you've used. Now in this grade I always suggest we do the harmonic minor form because it's the same ascending and descending, and the rules for the minor scales are we think about what the related major key is, and then we use that as an accidental or as a key signature as the question dictates. And then for the harmonic minor, we need to raise the 7th degree of the scale, always as an accidental. Now it's funny here, they say without a key signature, because A minor is related to C major, which has no sharps or flats in the key signature, so there wouldn't be one anyway. So let's just get the note heads in the right place. Let's get the blobs in the right place. So we're in the bass clef. We've got to be going up, so let's start on a low A. Of course, A minor must begin with A, so that's this space here. So now we're going space, line, space, line, because remember, scale literally just means step, so we're stepping up this ladder system. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 degrees of the scale, and just checking we've not gone wrong. This is good. Boys deserve football always. Yes, we've ended on A, so we have our octave, and now we need to raise the 7th as an accidental. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 7th. The G becomes a G sharp to make the harmonic minor scale form, and that's that question completed. Don't forget, if you were descending, you'd have to count backwards to count your 7th. 8, 7, 6, 5. So just watch out there if that occurs. However, in this case, we're done. Now then, next question. We're asked to write B flat major in the treble clef. This time we are descending, we're going down, and we have a key signature. So it's just learning these key signatures, the major and minor key signatures. B flat major has 2 flats, a B flat and an E flat placed correctly in the treble clef. There we go. Now we need to start on a high B because we're coming down. So if we think this is every good boy deserves football, F is the line, G, A, B is the space above that. And really that's all the thinking done now, because the key signature does all the work for us. We just come down in step, space, line, space, line, all the way down to bottom B. Of course it's B flat because your key signature now sorts that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's our octave, and we've ended on B, every good boy. So that's that question completed. I do hope that's helpful to you. I hope it's helping you with your studies. I hope that you're enjoying it. I'm certainly enjoying working through it with you. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. Please do share out the videos, and also please do browse around sharonbill.com and make use of all of the resource and information that's available there to help you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.